So in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the easiest strategies that I've learned over time by trial and error to budget and to save money. And guys, I know you're asking yourself, what is the importance of budgeting? I've seen it a lot with my friends where in the beginning of the month they receive their salary or their money, whatever they get, and they immediately go out and go and buy themselves a pair of jeans or some food or whatever the case may be. And when it comes to the end of the month, they don't even have enough money to go and buy themselves a burger. They start digging into their savings account and going over their monthly income. And that's not what we want. Our goal on this channel is to build wealth and to actually know our finances, because a sad fact is that the average American can't even afford a $400 emergency expense. Also, that about 70% of Americans don't know how to manage their personal finances. So that is my main goal here today, guys. I hope it helps some of you out. If it does, please consider subscribing. It will help a ton with this YouTube channel. So yes, let's get into it, guys. So for the first step, guys, please get out a pen and paper and let's go through this together. I told you I'm going to teach you guys how to do this, and I'm going to make sure you guys understand. All right, the first step is to first list all your different incomes. So write down there your salary, your allowance. Some people may be getting cash, others may be getting a paycheck at the end of the month, others may be receiving an allowance from their parents. Whatever amount you receive during the month, I want you guys to please just write it down for me on a piece of paper. So this is important because we need to set a benchmark in order to see how much we can allocate to our expenses and how much we have to spend at the end of the month. Because if we don't know our income, then we'll end up spending more than we earn. And that's not what we want on this channel. We want to always spend less than we earn. Okay, so second step is we need to track our spending. We can do this by looking back at our spending if you have a bank statement. For those of you guys who don't have a bank statement, I want to give you guys a task. This month, everything that you pay for, put it in your notes in your phone or write it on a piece of paper, preferably notes, because then it can't get lost. And that is the manual tracking method. The other method that you guys can do, for those of you guys who have bank statements, I want you to please go on your banking app and then look at your statements or your transaction history. And I want you guys to look for about 3 months bank history. And I said this wasn't going to be easy, but I want you guys to do it for me. I know it's going to take a bit of time. And then write it down on your piece of paper. Everything that you spent, the date, and then what you spend it on and the amount. The next step we're going to go through is step 3, which is to categorize your spending. So with your list in hand, I want you guys to put it in front of you, all right? And then make 6 general categories of expenses. The first one is health, second one is fun, third one is housing, fourth, travel, fifth, subscriptions, and the sixth is other. So other just meaning things that we don't usually spend money on. What is included in these different categories? The first one, health, is your food and your cleaning products. For example, deodorant. Second one is fun. So that's your entertainment, your events that you go to, your hobbies, shopping, things like that. The fourth one is travel, right? So travel is obviously all transportation costs. So that could be your fuel. That could be if you're going on a bus. If you have transport like an Uber or something, I want you guys to put that fee in there. The fifth one is subscriptions, which is your phone bill, your gym membership, anything that you pay every month, for example, on a debit order, or that you just pay, so anything on your Apple device or anything on your phone that you pay for a subscription. And then the last one is gifts. And this is something that catches all of us off guard, because when you have that birthday that you have to plan for someone, you need to buy them something. Or for those of you who don't do, that's your problem. I like to buy someone something. As soon as you guys do that, I want you to take your notes from step number 2, and then each expense, categorize it in those 6 categories. So if you spend money on groceries, I want you to put it under food. If you spend money on your Apple Music, I want you to put it under subscriptions. If you spend money on a gift, I want you to put it under other. And the goal with this is to see what we are spending our money on. Because if you don't know where our money is going, how can we control it? And also something that I want to break down for you guys is the difference between essential goods and not essential goods. Essential goods is the stuff that you need to spend money on. If you don't spend money on these things, you will die. If you don't buy yourself water, if you don't buy yourself cleaning products, okay, you won't die. But you'll smell really bad and you'll maybe kill a few people around you. Okay, so the essential stuff is stuff that you need. And the non-essential stuff is shopping, entertainment, all of those things that you can live without, that are just like a benefit to having the money. Step number 4 is I want you guys to total up all of your expenses and write down the total of what you're spending for the 3 months. Then we can see if you are overspending or if you are underspending. What I mean by this is that your expenses are higher than your income. And if you're underspending, your expenses are lower than your income. That means is that there's a small amount of money left at the end of the month. And I want you guys to calculate that for me now. And then the last step, and this is probably the most important step, is actually tracking your spending, because this means that we're going to apply this information that we learned today. And how I want you guys to do this is 2 ways. The first one is you can either do it on your notes or you can download a spending app, which is basically an expense tracker. And after doing this, you guys will finally start mastering your finances. Because if you don't know what's going on in your personal finances, you'll be so lost in building this journey of becoming wealthy. And obviously, you'll be one step closer to achieving those financial goals that we've set out. If you guys have any questions, please ask me down below in the comment section. I am always happy to help, and whatever questions you have, I'll try my best to answer it, because that is what I'm here for. Thank you for watching. Please watch another video. I'm going to link it up here. And yeah, peace.